Joe, you're already playing good baseball, but you come into Fenway, sweep the Red Sox. What type of momentum does that give you?
Well, hopefully it continues. I mean, that's not easy to do. I mean, this is a tough place to play, and obviously, we were able to do that. We had some excellent pitching and some real timely hitting. We had some big home runs tonight. You get a big one from Tex, and then you get a big one from Girardi. That's the difference.
What does that do for a team when you have two guys in the top of the order like Ellsbury and Gardner that are setting the table the way they have?
I mean, I don't remember the last time seeing a guy get on 6 times in a row. It's unusual. First of all, to get 6 at-bats in a game doesn't happen a whole lot. But, I mean, it's meant a lot to our offense. And these two guys, they're running the bases, they're stealing bases, they're putting the pressure on the defense, the pitchers. It's really nice to have.
Brett said on the field that he and Jacoby kind of feed off each other, both in the field and on the plate.
Oh, I think so. I mean, I think they're similar types of players that probably don't want to be outdone by each other. And Girardi's is probably as competitive as anyone I've ever met. So, he's going to get his time too.
Do you think Ellsbury has helped Gardner be a little bit more aggressive?
No, I don't think so. I think they talk about things. I think they learn from each other. I mean, maybe you could say he has. But I think they learn from each other. But they're two players that when you hit them back to back, it's special. It can be special.
Joe, you decided not to use baton before the game? Or?
Yes, correct, George.
It's
just a couple days in a row, and inning and a third yesterday, and early May.
Joe, this season, you've seen Miller have some pretty easy innings, pretty easy saves. What did it tell you about him having to get into this jam and then get out of it against those kind of hitters?
I mean, and the hitter he had to get out of it against, who's so many times has beat the Yankees and had big hits for them. I think it says that he has a stomach for it, and he can do what he's been doing for us. I didn't really have any doubt, but this was a little bit tougher tonight, and he did a great job.
You guys swept this team here in a series of 3 or more games in 9 years. It seemed surprising that it's been that long since you've had a series like that.
Well, I mean, they've been pretty good. World Series winners and division winners. I mean, they've been pretty good, and this is a tough place to play. So I'm not that surprised.
Joe, that was Warren's 3rd straight start going 5 2/3. Was there a thought of letting him try to finish that 6th?
No, I just thought, he breezed through the first 3 innings, and then he got in some long innings. He threw maybe 45 pitches the first 3 innings, and then he got long at bats, and I just felt that I was going to bring in a fresh arm. It didn't work, but I mean, that was what I felt the move was to be made.
Joe, what was it about the third time through the order for him that seemed to give him some trouble?
He just got in some longer counts, and he got behind in the count, and his location wasn't quite as sharp as the first time through the lineup and the second time through the lineup, and I don't know if some of the long innings bothered him. He had a lot of long innings that he had to sit down that we, took a long time to hit. So could have bothered him a little bit.
Did you agree with the warnings that he did warrant?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just, obviously we're not trying to hit Hanley in that situation. It's, 8-1? I mean, the last thing you want to do is give them momentum and get them back. And, so once, he kind of did what he did, I think they probably felt that if someone got hit, there would be a warning either way.
Like trying to get CC back in the dugout in that situation?
Yeah, I don't want to lose a starting pitcher, and I don't want to say that, he's inciting something, so I just got in front of him. I don't know if I could hold him, but I got in front of him.
Do you think Julito was going for Ellsbury there?
I mean, you'd have to ask him. It seemed a little fishy to me.
You're a little disappointed with this meal there. It's kind of he hasn't been able to do a full season where he keeps consistency throughout a season.
Well, I mean, he bounced back after. I mean, he made a mistake with the slider. I mean, he's not going to be perfect. None of our guys are going to be perfect. It just kind of backed up on him and didn't have a problem with the thought behind it. He just didn't throw a good one. That's all.
Was the Mojica thing it seemed fishy because he
threw in the first pitch,
yeah,
and he didn't seem to have any problems before that. But he's the only one that knows.